What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Matt's Mind. I apologize for the absolute mess. I've been prototyping a lot of stuff for Endor, which you guys will be seeing very soon, which is also very exciting. But we are at episode number 39, almost 40, almost 50. Kind of crazy. If you guys have a question, of course, comment down below to be featured in next week's episode. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below as well. A lot of good questions this week, so let's go ahead and get started here. Nico Brix, eventually you, David, Jay, and Ryan will get older. Do you think there will be a new generation of big LEGO Star Wars YouTubers? Absolutely. I mean, when you compare with how long Ryan and David have been on the platform and how long they've been in this community compared to myself and Jay, it's definitely like, you know, night and day. I mean, I'm sure David's been here for what, 11 plus years. Ryan's been here for almost 10, I want to say. But I see what you mean. I mean, we're all pretty much sort of around the same age. So the answer to your question is yes. I mean, there's always going to be new up-and-coming YouTubers. I'm sure, you know, 10 years from now, hopefully, crossing my fingers, we're all still making really awesome YouTube and LEGO Star Wars content here on the platform. But I think there was always going to be that new generation that cycles in. There's going to be the people who see Ryan's videos, David's videos, Justin's videos, Jay's videos, my videos, and they're going to be inspired, and then they're going to want to do the same thing, and then they're going to sort of kind of be like where me and Jay are right now, where we are still sort of climbing up that ladder in the community, if you will. So absolutely, I think there's always going to be more people to come and replace. I mean, we're not, unfortunately, you got to be here forever, but I think that there's going to be a lot of people who get inspired by the content over the years that myself and all the other people you mentioned make, and then they're going to be inspired to start making their own content, and then they're going to sort of take over, if you will, if that makes sense. But that's a good question. Brickwall Productions is asking, you have infinite money to build a mock. What are you building? I've answered this question quite a few times, but my number one answer is always Scarif. Just like a large 30 by 30 foot Scarif, minifigure scale, just ginormous epic battle. We got AT-ACTs, U-Wings, X-Wings, TIE Fighters, TIE Reapers, TIE Strikers, all the good stuff. Like, that would be like the dream mock if I had unlimited space, a giant warehouse, unlimited parts, and unlimited time also. But that's what I would be building. Jawa's asking, what is your favorite types of food? Mexican, Italian, Chinese? Well, my favorite two foods come down to Thai and Italian, and those are actually the things that I am. So I think I have the best of both worlds when I get to eat amazing Thai food and amazing Italian food. If I had to boil it down to just one, I'd probably say Thai food. It's really good. Brix is asking a great question. What are your building strengths and weaknesses? Personally, I'm good at terrain and interiors, but horrible at vehicles. I suck at vehicles. I cannot design a vehicle for the life of me, which is why in every mock I use someone else's design, whether that be the Bark Speeders, the ATTEs, the gunships, whatever it may be. I suck at vehicles, and I don't think it's something I'll ever be able to be good at, which I'm honestly okay with. I think where my expertise comes in is terrain. I'm good at making general scenes, not maybe the specifics, but I'm really good at capturing a scene and also being able to use not that many pieces. And now the thing with Endor is it's going to test my landscaping, I guess you could say, because Endor can be very boring, right? It's just a wood. It's just a giant woodland scape. So if you do it wrong, it's going to look super boring, super bland, and super plain. Of course, I'm adding other things like the platforms and the Ewok villages and the lake, but it's going to be a test of my ability to be able to make a landscape and a terrain that's continually grabbing the attention of whoever views the mock. So I think my strength is terrain already, but Endor is going to put it to test to like another level, if that makes sense. Brick Film Ben's asking, what are the most generally hated sets, the ones most disliked and agreed upon by the entire community? I mean, I feel like there's been quite a few bad sets since I came into this community in 2017. I think one of the universally just awful sets is that First Order Scout Walker. It's like the Crab Walker. We never saw it on screen. It just looks really weird. I also think another one that we generally don't like is the First Order ATST, given that it's pretty much just a broken ATST with the name. I'm trying to think if there are other like big ones. I think like to me those are the two that stand out as being just weird, but I think there are others for sure. Tell you what, you guys comment down below, what is your most hated set of LEGO Star Wars that you think like everyone just generally dislikes? Next question here comes from the Brick Council. Hey Matt, I'm a couple of years away from college and I'm wondering, how do you like it? If you are comfortable sharing what school are you going to, what major, it is a dream job other than YouTube. Yeah, I have no problem sharing this stuff. So I've been in college for 3 years now. I'm in my 4th year, my final senior 2 semesters. I go to Rutgers University. I've been pretty vocal about that. It's a pretty big school here in Jersey, one of the best state schools in the entire country. My major is criminal justice and my minor is digital communications. College has been great for me. I've been able to stay home, which has been nice. I'm able to save a lot of money and also have access to all of my stuff here, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously, if I was staying away in a dorm, I would definitely not be making YouTube videos at all. But I think the best part about college is you're able to just sort of start taking your life into your own hands. Like, you have your own schedule, you can make your own class schedule, you can do your own extracurricular activities, you hopefully will have like a car and stuff so you can drive around, do whatever you want. College has been great. I love it more than high school, although I did like high school as well. It's been really nice to sort of have that independence, if that makes sense, just the freedom to make your own choices and start to get a feeling of what it's going to be like once you're done with school, and just have to sort of, you know, get everything for yourself. So for me, it's been really fun, obviously, to take the classes of topics I'm interested in, but also outside of class, where I've been able to sort of dive into working and making my own revenue sources just for when I'm a bit older. So overall, college has been really fun. I think you should definitely be looking forward to it. I'm an Explorer is asking, have you heard about the new Star Wars gift box? And if so, are you excited for it? I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. As far as I know, it was like a fake leak or a fake rumor. I'm pretty sure it's just for like Russian Lego stores that have an excess of poly bags and stuff. They're just sort of fitting into one product that they can probably overprice. So I don't think it's going to be like universally available. I think it's just for those Russian stores. But I mean, it's a good idea from a marketing standpoint. You know, put all the undesirables into one big box and make it look pretty. It's going to be probably a guaranteed sell for a lot of people. Ruben's asking, if you could pick the last 3 battle packs and there had to be one from each trilogy, what would they be? So I think for the prequel trilogy, I mean, the 501st battle pack is without a doubt the best option that I could come up with. I'm not a fan of getting like named figures. I mean, maybe like a Captain Rex or something like that, but I don't really care about getting Jedi in battle packs. As far as the original trilogy goes, I mean, I've always said this, the Rogue One Imperial Troopers battle pack, the one that came with 2 Stormtroopers, 2 Death Troopers, one of my favorites of all time. And then as far as sequel trilogy goes, I mean, there's nothing, you know, too crazy about it. I think the best sequel trilogy battle pack we've gotten is the First Order Transport Speeder. It came with 1 officer, 1 flame trooper, and 2 of the First Order stormtroopers. That was an amazing battle pack. I have like 40 of those just ready to go if I ever come back to sequels. And the last question for today comes from Patrick O'Mara Gomes. Hopefully I said that right. Do you think that LEGO will make a Bad Batch set? Also, can you give me some info in mocks? I just started building a few months ago, but I still don't get the full hang of it. Sure. So in terms of the Bad Batch, again, it's sort of like the thing with the Clone Wars. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't be making a Bad Batch set, whether that be official minifigures and maybe even the Bad Batch shuttle, or just something based off of the show. Obviously, we know that the first half of 2021 we're pretty much not getting any Clone Wars sets, which is a little bit weird to me. I'm not sure about you. So my answer is I would hope so, but I honestly don't know, and I can't really make an educated guess. I would say yes, but again, I don't know how the company functions. I don't know anything about that. As far as the mocks, you're just getting into it. That's super awesome. Just a few tips I would suggest is, you know, build what you feel most inspired to build. You know, if you're building Star Wars, watch some Star Wars movies, watch some TV shows, watch some Clone Wars episodes, some Mandalorian episodes. If you want to build Harry Potter, go watch the movies. If you want to build Lord of the Rings, go watch the movies. Just like watch whatever it is that you want to build, and that's usually the best way to get inspired. Also, you know, use Flickr, which is a great source for online LEGO mocks. So if you're wanting to build, let's say for example in Star Wars Scarif, you want to search up Scarif on Flickr, you'll be able to see tons and tons of ways other people have done it, and you'll be able to, you know, come up either with your own or maybe like condense a few different techniques. So Flickr is your friend, Instagram is also your friend, and then again, just watch whatever content it is that you're consuming. TV shows, movies, books, whatever it may be. But thank you guys for tuning in for yet again another episode of Matt's Mind here on the channel. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't miss videos coming up. Endor's gonna be sick. You can see there's a giant mess behind me. It's because I've been hard at work. If you guys haven't already, like I said, subscribe down below. If you guys want to have your question answered for next week's episode, comment it down below as well. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.